You know, I just done seen so much shit with his team, bro. I don't even let it mess my week up anymore, bro. It's like you done seen it once, you done seen it 1,000 times. Like, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is. End of the day, you know? So, but I know y'all deserve to see the Raiders win today, so welcome to the stream. But I know you. Alright. First thing, I ain't played Regs in a minute, so I gotta get the depth chart right. You gonna keep it with Jacob, boy. Jacob is the fucking truth. Trying to make sure I got everything where I want it. Tight end, that's great. Left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. I think we set. Alright, fuck it. Be good. Thanks. I was playing with it the other night. Now I gotta make sure this thing that I've been using in Mutt gonna work in Regs. So let's. If it does, bro, that can be a problem. Obviously, I know I'm gonna need to get my best receiver the ball from that position. So. Have the RPO, I don't really use that play action. Play action works off of inside zone. So if I run inside zone as my stop, I should be good. I'm just kind of see it's either inside zone or verticals. Trying to see. Yeah, inside zone and verticals would be your play call. All right. Good. You know, tell them what I'm gonna see it online right now. He played it in about a week, so. We're gonna see. We try to make some adjustments how we play with our Mutt team. See if it'll work. Hopefully it should. I don't see why not, right? Yeah, I'm gonna play a little head-to-head, and then I'm gonna go back working on my Mutt team, bro. My Mutt team doing pretty good right now. I'm getting some nice little upgrades for free. $0 spent. We like at 87 overall. Got some solid receivers and just kind of slowly adjusting and adapting. Basically every challenge play in the game, like you can use this one play that I'm going to try to use in Regs, but you know, Regs is a little bit different. Playing against users is a little bit different than playing against AI, so you just got to kind of understand that, obviously, right? Tough loss last night, y'all. Especially when Jacobs and Adams was doing their thing. I don't understand the last play call. They didn't need that. I mean, I get it, but all we needed was a field goal once again. Yeah, I still got to get that Dave Casper. I got like 2 days to earn it. That PND.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And some room to work. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, he's one of them.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Stidham from the shotgun. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose. Because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal.
That's a first down? Are you serious?
This drive with 6 points. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, he was stopped like 2 yards short.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
This is a big man.
The big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action.
Oh my God, that was supposed to be a tackle for a loss.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the
See, when I dial the right play up, right adjustments, and they do that shit.
And the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Appreciate you.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space, kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Edwards-Helaire. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On play action, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Carr.
Yeah, that don't work like it's supposed to with this quarterback.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to
have the routes there. I'm just going to have to change up how I run it.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those.
And the Raiders have got it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him
a touchdown, bro.
At 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Not even using him, bro. I'm going to get them tight ends all day, chasing the wrong route.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
This should work.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Carr now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Again, it's Carr.
So they improvise a little bit.
Ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And that's going to be
You get them off that middle linebacker now. Doing 2 routes right now.
Teammates of Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Carr will look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Rolling to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, thank you.
But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jacobs again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
On second down, they'll run it here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves it with 1 yard to go on third down. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt, you can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
And he takes a shot on the release. It's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. on 1st and 10. Here's Carr.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Here's Carr.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Carr, gotta have this one.
You're not gonna let me throw it?
Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to
Really?
get their edge, their gaps, and have the offense in with a big play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now Carr. Connecting with Renfrow. And he's brought down. And they took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Throwing his Carr.
Eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there.
Yeah, we're not picking that block up.
Incomplete. This defense
Come on, guys.
has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want.
He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important.
Hey, like them apples, bro.
Stretch this lead.
Down 20-0. We ain't lost our touch.
This is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit.
Do me a favor, running the clock, man. You got the Chiefs. You need to be putting that ball in the air and scoring touchdown. Not trying to play too conservative.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
It's not the strength of your team. You need to play to the strength of your team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
I love when they run with the quarterback.
At a premium here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final try for Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
GG's.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one.
Just had to run the ball. Couldn't really get what I wanted going early, but defense, boy. That defense, you still got defense. And played a little bit of 3-4 in here.
They can find their way to the end zone and make that miracle.
Probably need to make some changes situationally. It has potential. Like when you play in user, you got to make different like motions and adjustments. Obviously, you can't run stock because they're gonna use their man up that route. So you have to throw something else to kind of. Kind of keep them honest. I'm gonna limit my regs to 2 games, so you know how it is when you play more than an extended amount. They start cheating you real bad. I was saying I'm gonna like limit the amount of regs I play per day. You play too many games, they start cheating you. Huh?
Pulls it in at the 13.
I didn't understand what you said.
At the 16.
Don't play too many games because of the matchmaking. Just play it, bro. Just play it, man. Because I'm streaming and I want to play a game, you know.
Carr gonna throw right away. Looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
It's not in the playbook, bro.
It's a loose ball.
You can always hot route and make motions and stuff.
After giving up the touchdown,
Playbook's got gutted anyway.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school.
The playbook's got gutted this year, so it's not real. That's not even an excuse anymore these days. Like you can win with any playbook.
Determination to get the ball back. I don't even know how to describe it, and I think we just saw an example there.
and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Carr now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this.
That's Carr for you.
Was incomplete. I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Bro, just play, man. Jesus fucking Christ. What's wrong with this generation? Jesus. Just play the game. People really taking L's because they don't have their money playbook. Like, what's wrong with y'all? It's fucking crazy. Gotta play another one because I owe you guys a full game. Yeah, because that doesn't mean anything. Why would you take an L though? Like, that's stupid.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the
That's not cool. Like, don't do that. Like, I don't practice. I just play. I don't practice. I just play.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Huh? 36.
They go with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing
I don't
because
know, and I don't really
I'm
care.
not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
Yeah. They normally come on later
To
and
throw
even.
again on 2nd down. Carr. Here's a diving catch right side.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Carr. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Carr. Flushed out right.
Connects with Cole again.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18. They started on the ground with Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
Yeah.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 18. 15 yards there with a catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's Jacobs. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. One more time with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you're going to tie the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Yeah, don't got a lot on right now. I'm just kind of focused, bro.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Williams brings it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On second and very short, Herbert. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
To throw once more on second and 10. Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. They're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Herbert back to the air. Dancing to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. With the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. The final shot here before half for Carr. Being chased out left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him so far. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal.
Once more, here's Eckler. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Now you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Running on first down, Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5 now. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Austin Eckler. And the Chargers will add to their fourth-quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 17, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 17 yards out. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last time out on the very first play of the drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert. Incomplete on the deep ball.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Getting that over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He completes it to Abdullah. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Carr now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Carr to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Receiver with a playmaker. That hurts. He was a playmaker. On my way to the second, he didn't move. A little rusty today. It's gonna be my bounce back game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup
between the Las Vegas Raiders
and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down. Cook.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the middle with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. To the air, Allen.
Hey, bro, you got to pick that, bro.
It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 28 yards.
And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon.
And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. The 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Stick, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes.
Throw that, bro.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
You gotta catch that, bro. What the fuck?
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag.
Gotta catch that. Let's take a rough on the passer.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The open man here, Renfrow. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
19 yards there on the catch and run. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. To throw is Carr. This throw to the middle taken in by Cole.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Carr's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Carr again. Steps away to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation, because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Caught out right by Renfrow. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is Carr.
Good shit.
Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Carr will look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
it's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. On the move past the 40. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 64 yards. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Allen will try to throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time. Here's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Now Carr.
Bro, why didn't you cut back, man? Like, what the fuck?
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Allen going to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Catch made, it's Moreau.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From midfield, here's Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it's Carr.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Here's Bass now to send it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it, partner. There's no intent here because Von Miller, former NFL Man of the Year award winner, he likes to play the game the right way. But in this case, makes a mistake and gets in just a little bit too late, and that draws the penalty.
Carr now on first down. This is screen to Abdullah. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Carr. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
And he's got Renfrow in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down.
I'll holler at you, bro. GG's. What time is it? Fellas, I'm gonna go get some lunch. I'm gonna come back and grind some mud. Might play a reg or so. But definitely tune in. I'm just gonna use some regs to lab up some stuff that I can do in mud. See what works, see if I need to make any changes. As far as my team goes, the fuck is this? I can make a few upgrades, but I still gotta do like the challenge modes to get where I need to be. I got rewards left. see what my field pass is. I'm trying to remember which one I needed. I need to get that down, bro. I got 1 day to go up 4 levels, bro. That's tough. Might not be able to do it. If I can do my ultimate kickoff and my gridiron and my headliners, if I can do those, I'm gonna need more time on I need to do these 2 first, and then the headliners when I get back. All right, fellas, appreciate y'all tuning in. Like I said, we'll make some changes as far as my team goes. We got an 87 overall defense. Probably might move Brown over there to the left side, but Armstead, he's great over there. I just don't have a good number 2. I don't have a good right tackle, so if I could probably upgrade my right tackle, then I could put Brown back over there. It's tough when you have 2 good left tackles. You only really need 1. You know, you probably go with 7 linemen, 6 linemen maybe, you should be fine. Unless you just want extra people. You only need like a right tackle or a right guard. You don't need a backup for both. You just pick one and run with a package for it. Probably can upgrade that interior line a little bit. But that's where I need my upgrades at. Offensively, we got 87 DJ Chark, LaVisca Chenault, and CD Lamb, and Lance McCutcheon, or whatever. We got Jakob Johnson, Justin Fields, Tim Tebow. We got the 87 Bertain Brown, 85 Josh Jacobs, 87 DeAndre Swift. Kittle, Parham, Waller. Like I said, my offense, we're straight. We can still make some upgrades. Defensively, we got Keanu Neal and Merrick. Got 89 Ted Hendricks, Isaiah Simmons, Tremaine Edmonds. I forgot what his thing is. I think I got that last one. That'll give me a better jump. I need DeForest Buckner or Smith. DeForest Buckner. Probably go with that. DeForest Buckner is not going to be easily an upgrade over Derek Brown. I don't think Derek Brown's a B&B either, so. I don't think he really has any chemistries for me. I could probably sell my Derek Brown. It's gonna hurt though. If I sell Derek Brown for a DeForest Buckner, let me see what the Buckner is going for. And that'll be an upgrade. One sec. Shadow screen. Oh, my bad. Not comparing them. Sets auction house. Search. Type. It'd be a defensive card. Buckner. He's on the Colts, right? We're looking at 149,000. He's definitely faster than what I have. Team DJ Moore was Panthers. I can go ahead and get that DJ Moore right now. I'm not gonna hesitate on that one. That's an instant upgrade. And he's gonna have that chemistry. Alright, so my team has just got a little bit better. I know I took a risk with the... It's not really much of a risk if it works, right? So we can take him off. He's the bottom of the barrel. Instant upgrade. 90 deep route running. So he's at 89, so I need to compare him against my other receivers, figure out what I want to slide him at. It's obviously my fastest receiver now, my best jumper, my best catcher. He's got the boost on the catch in traffic, spec catch is the same, better route runner, better medium, better deep. He is immediately my _1 receiver. Immediately. So we'll go ahead and take Chenault. I need to compare Chenault and CD. Let's see which one's the best option here. Chenault is CD. CD is more speed. Chenault better jump. CD better in traffic. He's gonna aggro. He's the better route runner. He's better deep route runner, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then the ones that he hasn't beat on is +1, +3, +1, +3. And then he's +1, +2, +1, so Chenault is better than CD. I could sell CD. Give my return. We'll keep Chenault. So it'll be Sharp, my number 2. DJ Moore is my new number 1. Not sure what X factors I'll need, but that immediately improved my offense. Immediately. So I can go ahead. I can opt to sell CD or the Hutchinsons. I can figure out which one's more. And I can opt to sell Derek Brown. So that I can make that upgrade. Alright, so we go to Marketplace, Auction, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the items that we have, see where we can improve, because I know somebody going to be looking for something I got right here. That's a B&B, fuck. I can't sell it. Most of these are B&Bs, CDs, B&B, down, B&B, so I could sell Chenault. I could sell Sharp. I'm not gonna do that. B&B. Yeah, I can't sell him. He's B&B. A lot of these are B&B. I could probably sell that Darren Waller just to get, you know, that's B&B. Fuck. What can I get for it? Bid, buy now. I can get like 13 with a 19. Definitely don't do that. I don't know if I can put them in any sets that are as valuable. 84 overall team builder. I'll put them in a team builder. I just need some like 80, 81s. Which I do have. All right, fellas, I will be back. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll continue this after I get on the heat.